Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So I decided to continue on with my arcade classics on the Atari 2600, and this one is Galaxian. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I ever really played this game too much. You do still see it around in modern arcades today. There's these huge machines you could play it on. It's usually like shoved in between all the other machines that you try and win tickets for. There's always like a Pac-Man one and all these other ones. There's also, I believe this one is one of those really large screen ones too. But anyways, yeah, I dabbled around in these types of games every once in a while. Like I played Space Armada and Astro Smash on my television, so I don't mind it too much. Anyways, let's get to playing this one. This one's got some really great sound and graphics going on, especially for an Atari 2600 title. Of course, it is like a Space Invaders style game. I think that was the intent of it. I mean, Space Invaders was a popular game back in the day. I fully believe a lot of people ran out and bought the Atari 2600 just to play this game. Well, not this one, but the Space Invaders game, I should say. There's even those big tournaments that they had for Space Invaders. This one gave you a little bit more to, a little bit more going on with the, obviously the guy flying down at you like that. I'm not sure the history on this game. I know the box that I seen for it said it was 1987, but it says 83, I think, on the title screen there. But I know like a lot of games that were actually they were created and ready to go, but didn't get a release until much later on. So I'm not sure if that's the case with this one or not. Or if this one did actually get the initial release date. Whoa. I'm no better at this game than I am at Space Invaders. Just hold down the button, you kind of get this little auto-fire type of idea. But you're still only one bullet per screen, I guess. On the screen at a time. Which does make it a little bit harder. And of course, you don't have those shields there that the Space Invaders has. These are the types of games that if you're really into the points, you just really want to, try and get the highest score. That's what these games are intended for. Just a good old shoot 'em up style of game. Space shooter, whatever you want to call it. I always kind of like Gorf. Gorf is a multi-screen and I feel like this, like quite a few games like this already, but ooh, the explosions are really good too. Oh, I'm dead. Love that, you just go right to the home screen. It's over. It's like they leave the screen, but then they go back onto the screen. It looks like they're flying off, but then you see them come back and they get right back into that lineup. Of course, you don't know which one's going to pop out at you. I don't know if it's better to just continue to. Probably not a good idea to hold down the button and actually wait for a strategic time to fire. I was just kind of like shooting haphazardly all over the place. Just like in Centipede, you gotta really time when you want to shoot things and which one you want to shoot. Whoa. I don't know if this game goes beyond this screen or not. That's, I don't know if there's like going to be a boss screen or anything like that, or if it's just this. I just assume it gets harder. I don't know if I've actually played this one on my channel or not. Can't remember if I did. Got one man left. This is another one of those games too where I kind of think like if you were able to use the paddle controller, would it be a better experience, or would it be easier to play rather than using a joystick? I know some people, they prefer the joystick, the stiffness of the joystick, and you know, they feel they get a little bit more control with it. But these are the types of games, like there's only left and right movement and then the button, right? So, I mean, I'm assuming that the paddle controller doesn't work. I know a lot of the programmers back then especially would not have programmed a game with the paddle controller and joystick because it would require too much programming sometimes. They were like, you know, not everybody has a paddle controller anyways, so... But this would have been a prime candidate. And, you know, I kind of felt the same way with Space Invaders. Would have been a good opportunity there to make a paddle game. You know, there's a small number that were released for the paddles, and it's kind of a shame. Like, I know there's homebrews now. I'm assuming there's some pretty good homebrews out there that do utilize the paddles, and possibly even the driving controller, which is even more obscure, being that there is only one game, I believe, released that was sold with the driving controller. There was another one, but it was the same game, I believe. It was just titled something differently. Like maybe for the Sears one or something. But yeah, it was the same game, just... You know, again, it was just... They could have utilized that controller a little bit more, but... At that time, things were going crazy with the crash happening, and developers were just trying to get the games out the door. They weren't worried too much about that. But yeah, it looks like... I don't know, unless I'm a bad player and I can't get further than where I'm trying to get to, but I don't think the board changes. There's another one called Galaxian. I'm not sure if it's related to this game or not. I think it is. This is the one I always see. In the arcades and stuff. It's not too bad of a game. If you really like these space shooter styles. Oh. No, come on. Anyways, yeah. I mean, this is Galaxian for the Atari 2600. Not bad if you're into the space shooter style games, or you just want to shoot something or blow something up for a few minutes. Really fill in that itch for wanting to kill some aliens. But anyways, or bugs or whatever they are. Anyways, yes, let me know what you think. Throw some comments down below. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later. You'll need some stuff.